All right, so today we're going to do a deep dive into Giantserver properties.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, have you heard about this?
I've seen the name, but I haven't really had the chance to dig in.
Yeah, so it's this platform and they're all about this digital twist on property investment,
Oh.
like virtual properties they call it.
That's interesting. Instead of buying a physical building,
Exactly, yeah.
digital assets.
Yeah, and we've got their website up here
Mm-hmm.
and we're looking at things like their About GS Club section and even some of their property listings and
Okay.
blog posts and stuff like that.
Wow. So it's like a whole ecosystem.
It seems to be, yeah.
Yeah.
But, is it really this brave new world of investing that they're claiming it to be?
Right. Is it all hype, or is there something really there?
Yeah, that's what
Ugh.
we're gonna try to unpack.
Exactly. Yeah.
So let's see if Giantserver actually delivers on these promises, right?
Well, let's get into it.
Okay, so to start off, what is Giantserver?
So from what I've gathered, what's really interesting is their focus on virtual property
Yeah.
as this alternative investment.
Okay.
So like we were talking about, it's not about owning a physical building.
Right.
It's about owning digital assets within their ecosystem.
Yeah. So less about owning a physical building and more about owning a piece of this digital landscape.
Yeah, precisely.
Okay.
And to facilitate this, they've created something called the Giantserver Club, or they shortened it to G Club,
Okay.
which is a membership-based community.
Okay.
And it costs $1,800 to join.
$1,800.
Yeah.
All right. So what does that get you?
It seems like it's at the heart of their whole operation.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, I'm intrigued. What does this G Club actually offer for that price?
yeah, it's not exactly pocket change.
Right.
So for your R1,800, you get a bundle of different resources.
Okay.
So they have these AI tools to help you make investment decisions,
Okay.
a secured platform for your transactions, and they really, really emphasize the community aspect,
Okay.
like interacting with other investors.
So it's community AI tools. It sounds very high tech.
Yeah.
But how does this translate into actual property ownership? What are these virtual properties and how do you own them?
That's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
So when you join this G Club,
Yeah.
they give you 2 free Class A virtual profitable properties.
Whoa. Hold on. 2 free properties.
Yeah.
What's the catch?
Well, I know it's a mouthful, right?
Yeah.
But basically it means you get ownership of some digital assets within Giantserver's ecosystem.
Okay.
So think of it like owning, a piece of virtual real estate.
Okay, so there must be some sort of there's got to be some fine print here.
Right.
Yeah.
So the specifics of how these properties generate profit
Yeah.
aren't totally clear from just looking at the website. But they mention investment indicators and tips from successful investors,
Okay.
which suggests that it's not just a completely passive income stream.
Right.
You might need to actively manage your virtual properties, learn about market trends, and use their AI tools well to actually see returns.
So it's not set it and forget it. You need to be actually engaged.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's where this G Club community comes in,
Okay.
because they offer these weekly virtual meetings and access to experts
Okay.
and even training manuals to help you, navigate this whole new world of virtual property investment.
So it sounds like they're trying to create this supportive environment for investors.
Yeah, for sure.
But let's get down to brass tacks. How do these virtual properties make money? What makes them profitable?
Right.
I'm still not getting that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the website is a little bit vague on those details.
Okay.
They talk about the potential for long-term growth, the evolving digital landscape,
Yeah.
and diversification benefits.
The diversification I get, spreading your investment across different assets.
Yep.
But how does owning a piece of virtual real estate actually put money in your pocket?
Yeah.
Do you rent it out? Do you sell it for a profit? How does that work?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question,
Yeah.
and one that we'll have to dig into further, I think.
Okay.
It seems like the profit-generating mechanisms might involve understanding market trends,
Okay.
utilizing those AI tools, and maybe even leveraging the G Club community for insights and opportunities.
Okay, so there's a lot of mystery still surrounding the actual mechanics of making a profit from these things.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll have to unpack that more.
Yeah.
But I want to switch gears for a second and look at their blog because
Great.
it's not all financial advice.
Okay.
It's like they're pushing this whole lifestyle angle, you know?
Spot on. Yeah.
Yeah.
They cover things like travel and fashion, even personal growth, alongside all the finance stuff, which makes me think they're trying to build a lifestyle brand
Yeah.
around this whole virtual property investment thing.
It's like, it's more than just an investment. It's a way of life.
Exactly.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
It's pretty compelling marketing.
Yeah.
I gotta admit.
It's definitely well crafted.
Yeah.
But, we're here to look beyond the marketing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And see if the substance actually matches the hype.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's move on to this idea that they keep talking about, their vision for this brave new world of investing.
Right.
Like, they throw that phrase around a lot.
Yeah.
But what does it actually mean?
Yeah, it sounds futuristic.
Yeah, it's exciting, but like, what's the reality behind it?
Right. Are they tapping into a legitimate trend?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just marketing fluff?
Right, because, I mean, there's this whole fear of missing out
Exactly, yeah.
on the next big thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think it's probably a bit of both, right? Like, they're capitalizing on the buzz around things like the metaverse,
Yeah.
the cloud,
Right.
and this shift toward a more digital world.
Mm-hmm.
But to their credit, there is like a kernel of truth in what they're saying.
Okay.
Like, the economic landscape is changing.
Mm-hmm.
Traditional models are being disrupted.
Yeah.
And there are new opportunities emerging in the digital realm.
So they're maybe exaggerating for effect,
Right.
but there's this real trend underlying the hype.
Precisely.
Okay.
And they're positioning themselves at the forefront of this whole shift, urging investors to kind of join them
Right.
in this brave new world.
Okay, so it's like they're selling a vision, but we need to be like critical
Yeah, for sure.
and see if it actually like holds up
Exactly.
under scrutiny, right?
Yeah.
And speaking of scrutiny, before we like get too swept up in all this excitement,
Yeah.
we need to talk about their legal disclaimers.
Oh, yeah, of course.
There's a whole section about this on their website.
Right, and for good reason.
Yeah.
They're very upfront about the fact that the information they give you is general
Yeah.
and doesn't count as financial advice.
So they're painting a picture of this, exciting new world.
Yeah.
But they're also making it clear that you, the investor, are responsible for your own decisions.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, that's key.
Yeah.
They really emphasize that.
Yeah, they emphasize the need for independent research
Right.
and due diligence before making any investment choices.
Which is, that's just good practice in general.
Exactly.
Like, no investment is without risk.
Right.
It's essential to do your homework.
Yeah. They also say that there are no guarantees about how suitable or valuable
Right.
any of their investments are.
Yeah.
And that Giantserver, they want to be accurate, but they're not responsible for any losses you might have.
So they're being transparent about the risks
Yes.
involved, which is, good.
Yeah, it's reassuring.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a balancing act,
Yep.
They're trying to sell you on this big opportunity,
Right.
but also reminding you to be careful,
Yeah.
to tread carefully.
Okay, so we've got this picture of Giantserver offering virtual property investment with this like vibrant community,
Yeah,
all wrapped up in this vision of a brave new world.
right.
But before we jump to any conclusions,
Yeah, absolutely.
we need to like dig deeper
Yeah.
into how these virtual properties actually work
For sure.
and if they live up to the hype.
Definitely.
But stay with us. Welcome back. So we've established that Giantserver is, selling this idea of virtual profitable properties.
Yeah.
But like so far, how they actually turn a profit is still kind of a mystery.
It is a bit like they're saying, hey, come to this potluck,
Right.
but we haven't seen the menu yet.
Yeah, exactly. So let's try to like lift the lid on this pot and see what's cooking.
Right.
They keep mentioning these investment indicators,
Yeah.
tips from successful investors, but like what does that even mean in practice?
Well, it definitely sounds like you're not just buying a virtual property
Right.
and then like passively watching the money roll in.
Yeah.
There's some strategy involved, right?
Right? Yeah.
Like maybe anticipating market trends within their ecosystem.
Okay.
Or, using their AI tools really effectively.
So it's almost like virtual stock trading, but with properties.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Okay.
But I got to say, without more concrete information,
Right.
it's still a bit of a black box.
It is, and that's where I think the need for transparency comes in.
Yeah.
Like, if you're considering investing with Giantserver, it's crucial to, like, reach out to them.
Absolutely.
And ask the tough questions like, how do these properties actually generate returns?
Right.
What are the risks involved? Don't be shy.
Transparency is key.
Yeah.
Especially when you're dealing with a new investment model.
Yeah, this is uncharted territory.
Exactly. Due diligence is your best friend here.
Okay,